My lovelies, welcome to my live. Get this situated so you guys can see a little better. Let's see if I can help. All right. Just let me get situated, guys. Okay. So this is a new little thing I'm trying to try, which is wine with the divine. Okay. Hi, Keisha. Okay. All right, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Hi, Teresa. Hi, guys. All right, so, oops. Let's see if I can get this a little better. That good? Okay. All right, we're ready. So welcome to my channel. If you're new, guys, tonight's going to be a real amazing reading. I'm going to give the title later when I'm done, but it's going to be the Divine Masculine and his Karmic. Okay, we're going to do his karmic situation. We are also going to do a difference between the Divine Masculine in a marriage versus the Divine Masculine in a karmic, just a basic relationship, not a marriage. So there is going to be a difference, okay? Karmics with children and marriage versus karmic partners that are not long-term partners, okay? I'm going to go ahead and cleanse your energy. Spirit, welcome to this reading. Calm our energy. Give us truth. Give us purity. Give us love. Give us light. Give us honesty. You're welcome to this reading. Archangels, you are so welcome in this reading. I am an open channel. Please use me as a vessel to deliver a message of truth. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, welcome. Welcome. I also feel called to do a reading later when we're done with the Divine Masculine and the karmic situations to see the Divine Masculine mind reading in regards to the feminine energy, the Divine Feminine energy, okay? All right. I'm going to start with this deck here. All right, that's going to be my Morgan Greer and my Spellcaster's Tarot. I'm going to start with that. Spirit, please be with me. Please be with me in this reading. I would like to connect to the Divine Masculine. I'd like to know what's going on in his mind and in his actions towards this karmic partner. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is a Divine Masculine in a karmic situation that is fairly new. This is a girlfriend without commitment, no children, no marriage, just a karmic relationship. This could also relate to some of you if it's a job or a karmic situation other than love. If you feel something is tearing your masculine away from you that is not in regards to marriage, this may also relate. But I'm going to use it as a relationship situation. Okay, and I've already cleared the cards earlier. I'm just reshuffling them for you guys. Okay. All right, Caroline. Hi, Caroline. I love you guys. Bottom of the deck, masculine in regards to the karmic situation. Can you guys see good? Okay. Oops. Let me know if you can't see good. I have the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing right off the bat for the masculine situation in a karmic, without marriage, without kids, is indecision. This is a new beginning of a masculine looking inside his heart. You see how his heart is blocked off like this? He's kind of bound. And I'm taking this as he is blocking his heart. He's not letting anyone in or out. He's dealing with pain. He hasn't yet quite made it to the Three of Swords, which is a breakup. But he's dealing with pain and discomfort. He's not happy in the karmic situation. It's not bringing him fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. It's mostly bringing him a little anxiety and distance from his divine path. He is feeling very far. I see that he's off in the distance. There's an ocean behind him with rocks. He feels very much away from the divine feminine, very far from his divine path. And the King of Swords over here, if you can see this card, it's a little bit harder to see. He's in the cold, all right? He's in the snow. He's in the Arctic. He's alone. And if you guys have ever lived around any kind of snowy, cold place, there's an echo. When you go outside and you're walking and you hear your feet crunch in the snow, you can hear this echo. It's dead silence. It's a very good time to hear your thoughts. It's a very good time to rest your mind in truth. Oh, guys, hang on. My little one's waking up. Let me grab him a bottle. It's in the fridge. I'll be right back. Hang on one second. I got the bottle. Okay. Here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Should have had the bottle in here ready. Sorry. Anyways, what I'm feeling with this silence that he has, he's really going within and being silent. I do feel very deep in my heart that there is little communication between him and the karmic partner. It's very brash, harsh, strict, front and forward. It's not kind, it's not genuine, it's not emotional. It's very distant. I am feeling distance because this King of Swords is off in the Himalayas or something. He's off in these deep mountains with a wolf, which represents intuition. This is deep, deep knowledge, old wisdom, old knowledge, the natural intuition. And he is sitting in this truth on a very cold rock. Okay? So this is very, very Libra, very Aquarius, okay? And over here, very Gemini, very dual. It's back and forth, back and forth. I'm not going to claim signs tonight, guys, of who I think is involved, but I'm just going to stick to the storyline here. This is your masculine in a karmic relationship that does not involve children or marriage. They're very distant. They're not talking. In regards to the emotions in this whole thing, which queens represent feelings. The wands represent discord, challenges, discomfort, opposition, a big kind of hurdle that needs to be overcame. What needs to be overcame here is the constant nagging feeling, and it is constant, that I need to rid myself of this karmic cycle. We have change. We have the number 5, which represents change. In his heart, the masculine does feel things need to change. Not only that, this karmic feminine is a little bit, she's standing her ground. She's got her sword there, and I feel because it's a feminine picture, I do feel that this karmic feminine is in her truth. She knows what this is. She knows it's not a long-term relationship. At the same time, she doesn't like being taken advantage of or having her time wasted, so she's not going to be extremely happy with his quiet indecision. And she is asking a lot of questions with the Five of Wands. I also see with the King of Cups and the Emperor, he very much desires strength, power, masculinity. He's having a hard time being emotional and in power with the Emperor. I also sense that this particular divine masculine has a struggle and a very emotional tie to his father or grandfather. There's some kind of an emotional bond here that probably goes back a couple generations possibly. And there's sadness and there's emotion about something to do with a father. This is disappointment, sadness, loss. There's a great sadness over a father that may have not been here any longer, and either that or there may have been discord between the two. The father may have been very abusive and controlling to this masculine, and he has some trouble showing his emotions because he seems to feel that being emotional is very feminine, and he does struggle with the masculinity aspect. He wants to be very masculine, but I feel for some reason at this time he is being stripped of his masculinity. He is feeling very emasculated. And with the Emperor bringing good foundations and financial success and those kinds of things, I'm feeling he's very emotional because he's lacking. There's some lacking in this department. I'm seeing with the Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords, he is making some kind of an effort to remedying a falsehood of himself, a denial of who he really is. With this wolf here is intuition. He's tried to get away and sneak off in this lifetime without paying his karmic baggage back. This masculine has a karmic debt to pay, and rather than actually grow and work through this karmic debt, he'd rather find comfort with this fire, which is representing comfort to me. He'd rather find comfort in sneaking off with whatever he can get out of this life, whatever he can get from this karmic. I feel like this karmic has something to offer him, and he does not plan on sticking around with the karmic. In fact, he plans on disappearing. And what I find strange in this little picture here is he's making off with 6 swords. And he's leaving 1 sword here on the ground with this wolf and this fire, which is comfort. He's finding comfort and intuitive knowledge with the sword of truth, that with the 6 of swords, he needs to leave the karmic debt and drama behind him, face it head on like a man, like a strong emperor. He needs to face that and move away from the negative to get into the positive parts of his life. He is making a choice to leave this situation in a 6 of swords kind of energy. This is definitely, in a basic common sense of describing tarot cards, the 6 of swords that he's leaving with is leaving someone behind and going to someone better, or going with someone in a better scenario. He is going to get what he's going to get from this situation. His back is turned on the situation. There's no more relationship in his eyes. It's already kind of over. He's known in his heart that he's had to cut it off. He's been back and forth in taking his action, because he's been back and forth in his mind about what he should do. Part of the problem here in this specific scenario is he feels he is not masculine to be in his emotions and follow his heart. That's not masculine enough for him. He needs to be in charge and make wise decisions on money, on material things, on things that bring him power, things that bring him respect, things that put him up there on a pedestal and he becomes more respected and more looked at in a different light than how he feels. He's getting something from this karmic relationship that makes him feel like he's better than he really is. He's going to be leaving the situation behind. Within 3 weeks, the situation will be over, if it's not already. For the outcome here, incredible. Wow, I'm seeing death. This is transformation into the Magician. Can you guys see that pretty clear? Oh, I didn't even really get to show you the Seven of Swords. That was a pretty card. You guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to see these cards far away, so I just wanted to... They're darker, so I wanted to give you a better look. I also want to mention that these cows, these bulls, they represent stubborn, grounded decisions. The bulls depicted here represent a strength, but also a stubbornness, something difficult to do, difficult to move. It's not easy, okay? The wolves here represent intuitions. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the Magician because that's kind of hard to see. This is what Spirit sees that's going to happen. Spirit sees this. Spirit sees this. Death is coming, transformation. The Magician is, Spirit's going to give him the power to make a better choice this time. He's going to have different tools at his fingertips. He's going to transform and become this person that kind of has everything laid out for him. As you can see the snake here at the bottom, he shed his skin, which represents transformation. He's outgrown his old skin. He's outgrown this old life, and he's going to be new, and he's going to be transformed. He's going to have powers to manifest the new reality. Death brings that. Now, when this death occurs, the last final happenings on this karmic situation, it's kind of a full circle. Kind of a full circle here. We have the Tower and the Two of Swords again. He went from the Two of Swords all the way around to the Two of Swords again. How I'm taking that with this wolf here, again, 2 different decks, mind you, but I'm getting with the Two of Swords and the yin and the yang on her shirt, there's a balance. He has to balance out the masculine and the feminine. He has to find some balance here between the divine and himself. The divine feminine in himself. The Tower's coming down to bring down these old thoughts. These thoughts that I feel are very emasculine for him, and he's very insecure about being an emotional person. He clearly struggles showing his emotions. There's a struggle here. This Tower is going to bring down that struggle. He's going to have a breakdown is what I'm seeing. There's going to be an emotional crying out. There's an emotional prayer, an emotional cry that is going to happen, and it's going to transform him, and he is going to feel like a new person. These old thoughts about not being able to be in touch with intuition, spirituality, astrology, and inner strength and inner intuitions is going to be transformed. He's going to let go of those old thoughts and be welcoming in the new. He will have a different decision at that time. He will make a full circle. He's faced with the decision now to release himself And if he does not release himself, Spirit is going to release himself from himself. That's what this is all about. Spirit will make that decision for him because his prayers and his answers look completely different than he'd expect. He thinks by praying and asking God for relief, asking the universe for help, he thinks by seeing this karmic that there's something good that's going to come from this. There's something positive that he's going to gain from this. And there is, because he's going to learn a lesson. But he's not going to get from this situation a 10 of Cups scenario. He's going to get, again, 2 of Swords, balance. He will gain balance from the situation. But at the end, he's still going to have to make a decision to stop struggling and go with his feelings and emotions and intuitions, or continue to fight and be transformed over and over again. The intuition and the 2 different candles here, which represent enlightenment, it's saying follow your instincts. This is the right path. The wolf is standing over here by this candle. This is the right choice. The wind is blowing this way, saying put this candle here on the left, put it away. That's not the right one. It's this one here. But he's still going to have to remember to make this decision with balance in his heart. Notice the yin and yang in the heart area. The heart is going to require the balance. Look at that balance underneath. Balance with strength underneath that. For him, it's all about balance. Under the Tower, we have 6 of Pentacles. Again, balance. From the 5 of Cups. This loss of the relationship between his Divine Feminine has brought him at a very low point. I will get into more about his situation with the Divine Feminine, but currently right now what I'm seeing with the Karmic Feminine, the struggle is real. There's a lot of struggle. There's opposition. There's the delaying of the inevitable. The inevitable in a karmic situation that does not require marriage or kids is death and the Tower. When is this going to happen? 3 to 5 weeks. And to be honest, this relationship only feels like a 3 to 5 week in longevity. The entire relationship feels like a 3 to 5 week thing. It also feels, for some people, let me know it resonates for you, an on and off relationship for some people. With the 5 of Swords, it can represent an on again, off again relationship with this particular Karmic Feminine. I also feel that the reason this masculine picked this Divine Feminine, she resonated in the same energy as him. If you notice, when 2 people vibrate in the same frequency, they will attract each other. He manifested this relationship. He manifested this karmic. He poofed it up out of thin air. This came to him because he was vibrating in the vibration of stress, anxiety, loss, lack, secrets. Because he's vibrating in this energy, I feel like this particular feminine, Queen of Swords, is a divorced woman, or a woman with children that is no longer with the father of her children. I also feel like she's been a woman scorned before this. She has a lot of grudges. She has a lot of history that required getting over the problems of an infidelity kind of situation. And she's carrying that baggage with her. And because she was resonating in this energy, he also, who was carrying this energy, met And somehow they clicked and they thought, oh, it's a match made in heaven. We are in the same energy. It feels very alike, very similar, which is why we have the king and queen. But the problem with that is their energy was a negative one, and it didn't have a very good foundation to start from. And the consistency, the only thing that consists of normalcy in this relationship is a back and forth, very ingenuine, unemotional relationship. I also feel like this scorned woman in this karmic relationship who has children possibly sees the masculine as a father and a compassionate, loving husband material. She didn't see him, and this is how he presented himself. She didn't see him as a confused, secretive, elusive person that needed transformation. She didn't see him in this middle part of his life. She's going to be quite surprised, clearly, at the revealing of who he really is. And remember, you can be a masculine as a male or female. It's just the energy, okay? But I can tell you, this karmic is going to be very shocked and confused that the person they portrayed is not who they are, and there will be anger in this departure. Again, I'll just reiterate one last time, 3 to 5 weeks. I will get a outcome card for that with my crystal visions. What is the outcome for the divine masculine in a karmic situation that does not involve kids? It does not involve marriage. It does not involve kids. It does not involve marriage. Divine masculine, karmic feminine. Well, I guess I have a couple. I'm just going to take them all. Well, we have 4. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we have 5. This is pretty incredible. Okay. I'm just going to do 3 on one side, 3 on the other, okay? That's because I usually at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to do 3 on 3. Can you guys see the whole thing? Shoot. There. Somewhat better. Okay. Barely. Can you see now? Can you guys see? I can see in the camera. Okay. This is a little better. Okay, so what I am seeing, and I'll hold them up for you. The very one on the end is 3 of Cups. Outcome situation. 3 of Cups quickly jumps to a 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups quickly graduates to 3 of Swords. Okay, this is heartache. The outcome of this situation for the karmic is heartache, loss, feeling like she was taken advantage of, taken for granted, part of a triangle. She feels that she was trying to overcome this triangle, and she knew when she went into the situation, she knew that it required strength, endurance. She had to overcome certain parts with him. She had her hopes up pretty high with the 4 of Cups, but ultimately in the end, 3 of Swords is what she's going to end up with. Okay? Now, once that has hit, and this third party, clearly third party situation, is discovered because the karmic feminine has just found out that there is a third party person she's having to overcome. She's found out about the divine feminine, or she's worried about a past lover that he may still be interested in. Okay, the outcome of this karmic situation without children is she's going to realize there's a third party. There's heartache. There's love. There's emotions involved with somebody else besides her. She also is going to learn that there is somebody in the past of this karmic that he left out in the cold and kind of took for granted and put to the side. She's going to realize the person that he put to the side, the one that he did not choose, is the one that his heart yearns for. It's the one that his heart aches for. And not only in the aspect of this karmic feminine, the divine masculine is feeling these feelings as well. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 3 of Swords. It's even bigger for the divine masculine because he is realizing, oh my God, I have been lying to myself and this karmic person for weeks, months, years for some. Of course, I don't see pentacles here really, but definitely months and weeks he's been lying to somebody. Okay? This person was unaware, and he is feeling regret and remorse over the person he did not choose. He chose this karmic person. He didn't choose his love. And there is a sadness and a regret with this pierced heart. This is how the masculine feels. And the feminine realizes that. This relationship in longevity possibly only lasted 3 months in total since he met her to the end. It will be a 3-month fling kind of thing. It will have had back and forth, on and off energy, and it will be ending in 3 to 5 weeks if it's not already over now. He's either already taken moves out of the situation or he will be. But I can tell you what he has learned and gained from this karmic situation is he really loves somebody else. He wants a future. He wants a marriage. He wants a family. He wants balance. But here's the deal. This death and transformation in this tower is going to bring him in this energy over here. 10 of Pentacles. I will tell you, I got a weird calling to mention this for a specific person out there. It's not what I've been describing in this situation, but something popped out to me. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Gosh, stupid thing. Let me fix that again. Okay, for somebody out there, there's a 4-party situation. And this isn't what I've been describing in this whole scenario, but I'm just going to have to speak on that because Spirit and the guides that I have want me to touch on that for someone watching. And what I'm seeing is there was a wife or somebody in this masculine's past that he may have fathered children with or had a home with, shared responsibilities with, a long-distance partner. For some. And she's still involved, along with the karmic and along with a divine feminine. That's a frustrating situation. I don't like to pick up on 4th quad energies in a reading because that drives me nuts, but I had to mention that. I do see a few females here, okay? I do see 3 females. Okay? I do see 3 females. I see 1, I see 2. And I see 3. That's where I see them. This Temperance is the same 2 girls right here. This is a divine feminine energy. She's been waiting for the truth. She's been waiting for him to commit and give her everything she's earned. All the work she's put in. This divine feminine has been supportive. She's been in there for the long haul. She's been in there for years. She has put in money. She has put in blood, sweat, tears, meditation, energy. She's put her heart and soul into this union. And she has patiently been waiting with Temperance. This is the divine feminine in this karmic situation. She has patiently been tempering this relationship. The butterflies here signify this transformation. She's been transformed for a while. She has everything to offer. A family, a home, stability. She's emotionally secure, financially secure. She has a lot to offer and a lot to bring to the table. The Ace of Swords is she wants the truth. She wants him to have clarity of mind. She wants him to take a new beginning with her. This Ace of Swords that sits in front of the divine feminine is also the Ace of Swords that sits in front of this fire. It's his comfort. The divine feminine is his comfort. And I am seeing this card for more than what it is now. That wolf is the divine feminine. That Ace of Swords is this truth. That warm fire is the Ten of Pentacles, his comfort. He has at one point snuck away and left his comfort and his love, seemingly going to something better, but it was worse. It was in the dark. It was in the cold. It was away from her. It was away from his truth, away from his warmth, away from his comfort. And this is where it has landed him. In the mountains, alone, cold, desiring his divine feminine who's always been there in his heart, always been there in his energy. All he had to do was feel her in a higher dimension and find balance with her. He knows that. He knows where his comfort is. He knows where his home is. His home is where she is. That is his home. That is his comfort. And he is very conflicted. Because he is easily deceived, beguiled by easy happiness, easy peace, an easy route. The Three of Cups is easy to maintain. You start getting higher and higher in the cup energy, and it requires more intuition, more depth, more work, more effort. The 1, 2, and 3 of Cups is easy. It starts to get rough around the 4 of Cups, where you have a real tough emotional decision to make. You actually have to love yourself and the other person to make this decision. And I can tell you the Divine Masculine doesn't really love himself a whole heck of a lot. Almost lost you guys there for a second. Sorry. It froze on me. Sorry about that. Mini freeze. Okay. He didn't like me saying the paternal aspect. The wisdom I'm going to give this Divine Masculine. What does Spirit say to this Divine Masculine? Didn't even get to shuffle that one. Surrender your judgments. See beyond the end and the beginning. Wow, I got this earlier for a personal. Surrender your judgments, masculine. See beyond the end. See beyond the beginning. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Surrender your judgments. Don't be so hard on yourself. Enjoy the moment. Embrace this tower. Embrace this change. Take what is being given to you. Bottom of the deck. Resist the temptation of pleasure and the desire to hurt. You are a free person. Masculine, resist the temptation of a third party. Have your cake and eat it too. Resist the desire to make yourself suffer because you think you deserve it, because you are a negative person, you are a cheater, you are a liar. You have these judgments, these stickers on your forehead. You're a failure, you're nobody without money, you're nobody without being a husband to a wife and taking care of your children and being this high up kind of guy. You're nobody without this level of, this title. Masculine, surrender your judgments. There is no beginning, there is no end. There is only experience, there is only this life, there is only this now. Stop worrying. Your feminine is going to be there for you. I may have to do another live because this is a long video. This is 42 minutes for one reading. I'm going to split these into a couple because no one's going to want to stay here for hours. But let me give wisdom to the Divine Masculine in regards to this trio relationship. Divine Feminine, what do you say in regards to this relationship with the Karmic? Divine Feminine, what do you want the Masculine to know? What do you want the Masculine to know? Oh, okay. I have 2 cards. There is nothing better that you can give to a person than to be a present with them. I'm sorry. There is nothing better that you can give to a person than to be present with them. Wow. That goes perfectly with what the Divine Masculine just had. Be present. All the Divine Feminine is asking of you, Masculine, is be with her now. Talk to her. Share your feelings with her. Or him, however you resonate. Share. Be present. She's in this with you. All she asks is for you to share your burdens, not take them on your own. She is ready to be your other half, your balance. She is your balance. The next thing she wants to say is, call forth as much love as you can give, of respect and faith, freedom from within. I'll read it again because I kind of goofed it. Call forth as much as you can of love, of respect, and of faith, freedom from within. This is saying, ask from me, Masculine, as much as you need. I will give you love. I will give you respect, and I have faith in you. There is freedom when you are coming from within your heart. There's freedom within your feelings. There's freedom. She wants you to call on her. And that's very loving and very giving. And my only advice from the Divine Feminine is sometimes we have to let the tower hit them. We have to let them have some suffering to grow. We cannot keep emasculating them. They need to be strong and grow by themselves. But Feminine is saying she's still here. If you need her, there's nothing that she lives for more than to be in balance and presently in love with you anytime. You can call on her anytime. Day, night, text, weekend, at work. She'll drop everything to be there for you. That's what that card means. That's a message from the Divine Feminine. That is complete, selfless, and beautiful love. Oh, bottom of the deck. There is no right or wrong path. There is only the path that you choose. So she's also saying that. Of course, Divine Feminine is a person of many words. Us divines can't get away with just one card, can we? Or 2 or 3. She's saying in regards to your 2 of Swords energy that you've had twice now, there is no right or wrong path. There is only the path that you choose. She's living in the moment. She wants you to make a choice. and let's go from there. Let's keep moving. All right, so that kind of wraps up the divine masculine in a karmic scenario without a divine feminine, just him and his karmic feminine, without kids, without marriage. This is just a relationship. That's what this whole reading has been. Let's read some of your comments. If it is meant to be, it will be. I like that. I'm on the path for myself, left my false twin alone. Yvette, same time frame. I have had to follow my authentic path and choosing the honor of this connection. Very much cut off from the 3D. I don't think I want to sacrifice more of my time while he is venturing out, not getting any younger. Okay. Steph, I'll stay with you hours. Jasmine, you're beautiful. I love you. Thank you. I am going to keep this, and I had 4 readings I wanted to do, but clearly one took 46 minutes. So I'm going to move on to him in regards to his feminine. I want to wrap up this masculine with this feminine and a specific divine. Okay? And then I'll do another video where it's a divine masculine in a married karmic situation and that feminine. Okay? So I'm going to wrap up this one with the masculine and his divine feminine in this specific scenario. So it's kind of like an extended. So this will be the extended in regards to his feminine, his divine feminine. Let me put down my Morgan Greer Spellcaster's Tarot. I'm going to use the Crystal Visions for this one. You guys with me? Okay, so we have wine with the divine. Now it's time for the divine femme. Okay. Spirit, welcome to this reading. Please give me clarity and intuition in regards to this specific divine masculine and his divine feminine. The masculine that is in a karmic situation with no children ties to the karmic, no marital ties to the karmic, just a spiritual tie between him and his divine feminine. What say you about this specific situation? What do you have to say about this scenario? Divine masculine. What do you want to tell your feminine? What do you want said here? What is the ties between you and your twin? What do you feel? What do you think? What do you see? Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. This is probably the better reading of my lifetime. I like how I'm doing this little series. What I see right now going on, you guys see this? Is this amazing? Let me see what your comments are. It does not have to be 3 ladies. The karmic can be with no ties, but she can be with him for years with her kids of her own. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump back onto that. What I see going on here, wow. Holy smackers. This is what the divine masculine wants the feminine to know. And don't freak out, but okay, I'm a little excited on this specific situation, okay? In regards, drum roll, to the masculine in a feminine divine relationship, you've met your twin, you've met, but you're separated clearly because he's with a karmic that he's not married to and no kids with. He feels this way about you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Thank you very much. And the flippin' Tower. What the flip? Are you guys probably like, okay, Stephanie, what the hell does that mean? 1 minute he's 10 of Cups and the next minute he's Tower? What the flip? Let's talk about this just for a second. He wants you to know that these old thoughts are coming down. He wants 10 of Cups with you. He feels in love with you. Oh my God, he desires you. Oh, He is like, I love you. I am sorry that I have been a dick. And notice in this picture, he is walking away from the feminine. He's not facing her. In this specific scenario, he's saying, oh my God, I'm so happy with you. I love you. I'm a fool. This is what's coming down. Me walking away from you to go after something, anything other than this complete bliss is insane. I've made big mistakes. You are my ultimate fulfillment. And here's the Tower, baby. Me walking away from you is done. Tower. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not doing it. The Tower is coming down. Basically, the energy of this particular masculine not communicating with his feminine, turning his back to her, not giving her the love she's been offering him. That's over, baby. We have the Tower. That kind of baloney is coming down. No more phony baloney, because the truth is in the pudding. He's very much in love with the Ten of Cups. That's the truth. Following this energy, this is what he's thinking. This is what he's feeling. This is how I work. This is how I roll. We have the Knight of Chalices. Knight of Cups. Oh, Nelly, he's coming in. This is his feelings. This is his feelings. He is coming in for you. He wants to offer love. He wants romance. And what I'm getting from this card, he's coming to you enlightened. He's coming to you changed. He knows that you've been honest. You're naked here. You're naked in your truth. You're bathing in intuition. You're bathing in water. You're bathing in all of your feminine energy. And he is coming here very masculine with that fire energy. Okay, you've got the fire and the water. This has a lot to do with temperance. He's saying, I know you've been patient. I know what I have done. My heart is telling me I'm going to come to you. My heart is yearning and coming for you. My heart wants you. My heart wants you. And remember, guys, this doesn't resonate for everybody. This is a specific scenario. Okay, it's very, 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 very specific. I see, Caroline, you said that your masculine hasn't been with his karmic for ages. This doesn't resonate for you then, because this specific reading is about a masculine that is with a karmic at the moment without children or marriage. Okay? Moving forward, we have Justice. Justice with the Knight of Chalices. You could be involved with a Libra, okay? But this is a masculine who is reaping what he's sowing. He expects the sword to come down. He expects you to bring forth justice to him. He expects the law to come on his, come down on him if need be, if it's a specific scenario that requires court. He expects the ending of specific things that he's reaped what he's sown. And with Justice here, he wants to come to you correct. If you guys catch my drift. He wants to come to you fairly, honestly, truthfully. He wants to get out of that old scenario with the Tower, come to you with love. This is in his heart. Am I saying he's running off at the mouth and saying all of this to you? Or he's going to be giving you this message of communication? No. I'm saying this is what's in his heart and what is in his feelings. He wants to give you his heart, and he wants to be fair with you. And he knows you deserve his heart. You deserve his emotional love. You deserve his commitment. You will very well deserve it. Coming into the actions in regards to you, we have the Knave of Chalices. Man, oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. The Knave of Chalices. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. What do I see going on with this? Okay. He has been found out. That's why we have the Tower. It's going straight across. There's been some kind of communication on text, email, some kind of communication that has notified him or somebody about this third party situation. As you can see, there's two people in the card. They're lovers in the background. I almost feel like the masculine has been caught with another partner and the feminine is furious. And that's what the Tower and this Justice is all about. This has either already happened in the past or will happen. The timeline is up to you in your specific situation. But there is intuition and there is passion, there is enlightenment, there is writing, there is back and forth communication with the Knight of Chalices. I'm sorry, the Knave of Chalices. There is immaturity and a little bit of bickering on his part, but he knows he deserves it. He got caught. Someone has been found out. Could be a Virgo. We have the Hermit. Okay, we have a Libra. We have Hermit. And we have some kind of a water sign here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay? But this Hermit, he's having to go within, boy. Woo! He's having to go within. And that kind of explains the back and forth energy I caught earlier with the Karmic in him. He's had some serious issues being honest with her and keeping this secret, because I feel like the Divine Feminine and him know of the trio situation, but quite possibly the Karmic Feminine does not know. Or she's just finding out. Okay? Anyways, this whole scenario, this third-party scenario situation, is causing him to do some soul searching. What's going on in the soul searching? We have down here the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. Big surprise, Dark Night of the Soul. Five of Pentacles. He's going within. What I see here in this picture is music. There's a violin. It's like the sob story, the wah story, oh, I'm mourning about what I used to have. I used to have this, and now I don't. I used to have it all. I used to be able to sneak away. Do you see how this person here is kissing, and in this person's arms right here in the Knave of Chalices, just like this picture here, it's like this is this scenario in a different card. Can you see that? It's like the same people, but this is a shadow in the moonlight, and this is the same people in another card. And with the Five of Chalices, he's remembering and feeling very distraught about the finding out of this situation, because at one time he had it all. Now he lost the having your cake and eat it too. He lost the capability of having everything. This has made him have the Six of Wands energy. Whew. This is good. This is success. This is knowledge. This is strength. This is power. This is that feminine and the lion. It's like, even though it's a masculine image there, I really feel like it's a feminine holding back this lion. He's having to find balance with the 6. As you guys know, in numerology, the 6 does represent perfect balance. It's a beautiful number. It's a very balanced number. That's why we have the Lovers. The Six of Wands relates back to the Lovers card. And I can tell you what I'm seeing in this scenario is not him. The Six of Wands is the Divine Feminine. She feels victory because he is freaking out, going within, and she wanted him to do this. She wanted the Tower to come. She wanted justice to be here. She wanted him to find himself because he was on a very dark path. So she finds success and victory in this situation. This is her standing out, saying, I'm feeling good, actually. Great. So you're going through some change and transformation. That's wonderful. That's what I want you to do. What we have going on with Spirit, what he sees in the outcome between the Divine Feminine and her Divine Masculine. In this specific scenario, we have the Magician. This is a brand new beginning. And if you remind me, didn't we have this earlier in the other position? I'll have to rewind the video and rewatch it, or you guys can tell me. But I thought the Magician popped up for the same masculine a minute ago when I was doing him in his karmic. And then in regards to Spirit's outcome with his feminine, it was the Magician as well. I think I'm right, but if I'm wrong, let me know. But this is what Spirit sees. Okay, he wants to give him all the aces. He wants him to go through the tower, get his justice, which is death. Okay, go through his transformation and use his power for his benefit and have a beautiful new beginning the way he wants to manifest it. He can also manifest a new beginning and a coming together of the divine feminine. The masculine energy, as you all know, is extremely powerful in manifestations. He harnesses the power of the sun. This is passion, drive, endurance, strength, and wisdom. He harnesses that power. He wields it like a sword. I mean, masculine's got it. The feminine wields the moon. She actually manifests these changes. She manifests emotional behaviors. She manifests emotional new beginnings, endings, things like that. Okay, but that's what Spirit sees for his new beginning is the Magician. The Spirit also sees the Four of Wands. The coming together, again, there's the feminine and the masculine. Spirit does see them reuniting once again with a stronger foundation this time than when they first started. The Four of Wands is success in, I feel like the Four Aces. I'm really getting a strong connection between the two. The Ace of Swords, 1 wand. The Ace of Chalices, 1 wand. The Ace of Wands, rods, 1 wand. The Ace of Cups, 1 wand. It's like when he has mastered these 4 aces, their new beginning is a strong, beautiful, loving foundation forever with the 4 of Wands. It's marriage, it's commitment, it's love, it's passion. It's also strength, and it's also a relationship moving forward. It is not a stagnant relationship with the 4 of Wands. It keeps on going forward like her on the horse. Except here, he's going to get on the horse with her. And I do see something happening in the fall. In this specific scenario, it's going to be the fall. Okay? I can only get as serious as the fall. That's what I know. What I see here for his version of the outcome, what is actually going to happen based on the current energy. This is what Spirit sees ultimately. In the near future, this is what's going to happen. Within the next couple days, I'm talking 5 days with the 5 of Swords, you guys will exchange looks, desires, love, and passion. You may begin to feel passion again, but the feminine has her strength. You see how she's holding up her arm? Kind of like she's strong, she's a masculine, she's in control. There is some kind of a strength that the feminine is going to be embodying, and it's strength in her ways, strength in what she knows. She is embodying a masculine energy. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and that is just saying she knows it's time for change. She's going to remain strong to see it through. Queen of Cups is under her. She's very in love. She's not going anywhere, but she is going to let this wheel do its job. She is going to let Spirit work on him because she knows that's her strength in Spirit. She knows there will be new beginnings with the Fool. Brand new beginnings. Okay, I'm going to do an oracle there for the Divine Feminine. And I have a special oracle too for the Divine Feminine in this situation. It's for my new Divine Feminine deck. But in regards to the Divine Masculine, what do you say about this situation? What do you want your Divine Feminine to know? What do you want your Divine Feminine to know, Masculine? What do you want your Divine Feminine to know? Okay, a man of little words. It is better to do nothing than to do what is wrong. For whatever you do to yourself. Wow, I'll read that again, guys. This is a message from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. It is better to do nothing than to do what is wrong. For whatever you do to yourself. Oh, wow. That's really, really deep. He's actually saying, look, I'm not doing anything right now because it's better for me to be quiet and not fight with you. It's better for me to stay away from you than to hurt you and do wrong. I got caught. I'm learning. I'm changing. I'm transforming. I'm going within. I'm being quiet. Yes, I'm being elusive. Yeah, I've made mistakes, but I am learning that it's better for me to sit and be Hermit Virgo mode and do nothing than to do something wrong. So I'm going within. I'm staying quiet. I'm not moving forward with my karmic, and I'm not moving forward with you in the moment because I don't want to make another mistake. I am actually very fearful about this Tower and Justice. I know it's coming for me. Bottom of the deck we have, do not carry with you your mistakes. Rise up from the ashes. See a new beginning in every day. Do not carry with you your mistakes. Rise up from the ashes. See a new beginning in every day. He is learning that. And that's what this magician's all about, rising up from the ashes. Seeing a new beginning, a new magician, new tools every day. He's not going to carry his mistakes like the fool, carrying that bag along with him everywhere he goes. Carrying his mistakes. He can't. He wants you to know he is learning that. He's not going to make a bad move, guys. He's not going to make any move till he makes a right move. That's Buddha wisdom. That's the outcome there. No move until it's the right move. Divine Feminine, woo, what say you about this particular situation? Divine Feminine, what say you about this particular situation? What do you want to say about this situation, Divine Feminine? What do you want your Divine Masculine to know? We have, there is no right or wrong path. Same thing she just said earlier. Wow, you guys are live. You're watching this. This is nuts. I just read this earlier. I shuffled in front of you. No business this is coming out again. There's a reason Divine Feminine is saying this, and it's right here in your face. There is no right or wrong path. There is only the path that you choose. Again, she's reiterating herself as the confident Divine Feminine that you are in 5D and 9D. There is no right or wrong path, masculine. Okay? There's only the path that you choose. Make a choice. Again, this is her urgency. Okay, fine. They're kind of fighting in 5D, I feel. He's saying, I don't want to do anything because I don't want to be wrong. And she's saying, and screw that. You need to make a choice. Okay? There is no right or wrong path. That's what they're kind of butting heads a little bit here. And maybe they're just saying that's how we're butting heads down here. He's not wanting to go forward or do anything at the moment because he doesn't want to do anything wrong. And the Feminine saying, just make your move. Bust a move. Bottom of the deck, though, for the Divine Feminine, we have become the shelter of the world. A resting place for the broken and wounded. This is the true Bodhisattva path. Bodhisattva path. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering the word. Bodhisattva path. Okay? Become the shelter of the world. A resting place for the broken and the wounded. This is the true Bodhisattva path. So the Divine Feminine is speaking to the Feminine. She's saying, become a shelter for the world. Be a resting place for the broken and the wounded. Don't be a burden. Don't be so harsh. Don't be so demanding. Be a resting place for the broken and the wounded because your true divine energy is a healer, a lover, the Empress. You come to give loving, purifying, healing, growing waters, not fire and flames. That's your true energy. Your true divinity is love. Okay, I want to give a lasting oracle from the Divine Feminine Oracle. Divine Feminine Oracle, what say you in this relationship? The Divine Masculine with a karmic partner, still in love with his Divine Feminine, but not making moves. There is no children involved with the karmic. There is no marriage. There's only stagnancy in the moment, lacking decision. What say you? Okay, bottom of the deck we have Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Lakshmi, Divine Feminine, she's saying become abundant. Use the time that you have the separation wisely to become a more abundant person, to become more fruitful. The card that flew out is Anandamayima. Anandamayima, the joy permitted mother. The joy permitted mother. Okay? I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. That's beautiful. I am my own guru. I am the self that never changes. And this is the Divine Feminine saying, don't change yourself. You know who you are. Like I was saying earlier, be abundant, but not only that, be a resting place for the world. Be a healer. You know who you are. You're abundant, not only in wealth, but in beauty, in love, in healing, in divine powers. Okay, these are divine powers. They're not the everyday gifts of the everyday Joe. And I'll read both if I can find them. They're not numbered, so good luck to me. I love that this is not numbered. Come on, people. Okay, there's got to be a table of contents. Let me get there. Duh, Stephanie. I'm sorry, guys. It's a late night and I've had wine. Excuse that silly little thing that I just did. Okay. There's not even all of them. Okay, there's just part of them. Whoever made this book, I want to spank them. 68. At least one's on here. Okay. This is Anadamaiyama. Anadamaiyama. Okay, whatever. The joy permitted mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Who is she? Anadamaiyama represents the essence of the expansive joy that comes when we remember our true selves, which means the beautiful one. In Bengali, she was born in the late 19th century in what is now Bangladesh. Her family questioned her mental stability because from an early age, she was always found in bhavas, or ecstatic states of bliss. At 13, she was married to a man she would later name Bolandath, and he supported her life as a mystic and a saint. At 26, Nirmala enacted her own spiritual initiation. The ceremony and the rites were spontaneously revealed to her from within. She explained as the master of self. I revealed the mantra as the disciple. I accepted it and started to recite it. In the late 1920s, she set up a Kali temple devoted to her life and spiritual practices. She began to be recognized as the living embodiment of the divine feminine and as the incarnation of Kali, as divine love. Her first disciple, named Anatamaima, Joy Permitted Mother, because her blissful states would inspire others to remember their innate path to joy. Her first ashram was built in 1929. Her performed spiritual teachings began to attract scholars, philosophers, artists, and contemporary mystics like Parmanashta and Yoganda. She refused to be called a guru, instead insisting that we are all ultimately one self. She loved all living creatures exactly the same, including herself. Anamadimama was her guru. She read a specific thread to women, and it was given for this reason. She gave them a red thread to women for this reason, which was a sacred right of bestowing spiritual authority previously only given to men. When your soul secrets select this card, there's a passage, an autobiography of a yogi by Pramanasha Yoganda that relates and encounters that he had with Adamayama. He asks her why she is always so filled with joy and can center states of bliss instantly. She explains to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to earth, she was the same. As a little girl and later when she grew into a woman, she was still the same. And now, sitting in front of Yoganda, she remains the same. And even after death, she says, through the dance of creation changes around me, I shall still be the same. This self-realization merging with the aspect within us that never changes. There is something inside you that will always be here in this life and the next. And it's becoming conscious of yourself that is eternal, while within this brief mortal existence, you find your joy. She believed that only your true calling or purpose of any of us is to become realized. And she also believed that any action we take towards that goal is sacred. There's a deep, calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience every time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. If we can remember that we are our own guru, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same and never changes no matter how much change surrounds us. We are one with Source, the always everlasting same. He will never change. She will never change. Then we will achieve the great balance. And then we get to arrive at a place of joy that lives at the core of our being forever. Your soul voice meditation is, what joy feels like in my body. This is what joy feels like in my body. Your intention is, I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Okay, so that was beautiful, except for me butchering her name. Please forgive. And I will read the other one. Okay, Lakshmi, 72. Wow. Okay. Lakshmi, I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Lakshmi personifies the splendor and affluence that arrives when we align our every action and thought with what our soul desires most for us. Reverence for the Hindu goddess Lakshmi dates back to the first millennium, BCE. She is known as the goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity. Her name is derived from the Sanskrit root that lacks laksha, which means to know, to understand, or to have a goal. She is the wife of the Hindu god Vishnu and has many festivals that are celebrated in her honor. In the ancient Indic epic Ramayana, Lakshmi is said to have miraculously sprung from the foam of an ocean of milk churned by the gods. Lakshmi is often pictured in her iconography holding the lotus. This is symbolic of the fact that great beauty arises from the dark richness of the earth under any circumstance. All that is needed is this auspicious or divine timing for the lotus to come into bloom. Her essence, then, is about understanding the goal in life, to realize the abundance of the soul. When you select this card, abundance looks different to each of us. Some have an incalculable material wealth, but are lost with a sense of purpose or a greater vision for the life we are so left feeling without. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us that the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss, what makes us feel lit up, like a glow stick, while we're doing it. What work doesn't feel like work at all? Lakshmi is a wink to find that vacation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes to life in full bloom through something that we can only define as amazing to show people in this world. Lakshmi represents both gold we can hold in our hands and the wealth that can be felt in our hearts. By doing what feeds your soul, what makes you feel alive and bloom and blossom every day with the fragrance of joy. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from a bank statement. It doesn't come from a house note or a wedding ring. It comes from the state of mind we enter when we know we are connected and contributing a great worth to this world in the effort of becoming more loved by simply being who we are and loving who we are and what we do. That is true abundance and wealth. So the Divine Feminine, I feel she's speaking out to your life purpose. Oops, that's Bridget. She's speaking out to your life purpose. She wants you to be your own guru. Trust your own instincts. Do things that make you happy. Always live in a place of joy, because if you are thinking in joy, you are bringing joy to your life. Together, these two energies are saying happiness begets happiness. Begets, whatever, okay? Bliss begets bliss. Love begets love. What you think about, you bring about. What you sow, you reap. It's very simple, but somehow us as humans find it so hard to get there, right? They're saying it's not hard. Let go of the old programming. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about these things. Just know that when you start doing the right things for the right reasons and with self-love and good intentions, somehow the universe provides. Somehow, without the how, the universe provides more than what you wanted. It just basically, how do I say, not incarnates, but creates your vibration. So whatever you're vibrating in, you manifest something into creation. The minute you vibrate in love, you create a lover to come into your life. The moment you vibrate in abundance, in doing things you love, and you're just giving and giving, and you're just an overflowing cup of water, and you're just a waterfall of abundance flowing from your heart, which is an endless supply, by the way. All of a sudden, you're getting these donations, you're getting these gifts, you're getting these people that come to give you abundance. So you see, it's always a circle. It's always a balance. You cannot empty yourself by giving and not have the balance come back to you. Whatever you empty, you will get. It's a constant flow, which is temperance. The temperance card might as well be the yin and the yang. It's a circular wheel. It's like, I forget what they call them, those, you know, those wheels that turn the water. They put it into the lake and then they turn back up and they get the water from the lake and then they put it back into the lake. It's just a constant flow like a filter. So we got to make sure what we're giving is what we want to get, because it's going to come back to us. It's the essence of karma, but it's in a different aspect. It's what comes out of your heart is what you get back. So I think we all know what that means. Give love. Give comfort. Be a light in this world, and I don't see a problem with you getting it in return. And that is my reading for the Divine Masculine in a karmic situation without children and marriage. Okay? And having known his Divine Feminine. That is what I see. So expect to see some kind of action in 3 to 5 weeks. There's going to be some change. I'm sure the relationship is not going to be the same anymore. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to tap off. That is the ending of my reading. It's been a long one. I'm going to jump back on in a little and do the Divine Masculine in a karmic situation with a marital scenario, children and marriage, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay? I'll see you guys in a little. Lots of love and light. Thanks for watching.